Oh, can you test? Do you have your phone? Can you test our... Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Canyon View High School, home of the Jaguars, the Jaguar Nation, out here at the foot of the White Tank Mountains in Waddell. Vince DeLisio here, joined by my broadcast partner, Derek Diesner. Derek, how's it going, man?
Oh, it's going great, Vince. Another game day out here at Canyon View. It's going to be a good one between these two opponents, the Lake Havasu Knights and the Canyon View Jaguars.
Awesome, and so we are so excited to bring you tonight's game because it's the debut of our broadcast featuring the Canyon View. Actually, you know what? We didn't do a Canyon View.
We have not done.
We were out here for boys on Friday.
Correct.
Yes, that's right.
Yet to do a girls game.
It is the debut of the Canyon View girls basketball team, the Jags, coached by head coach Desiree Carranza. Looking forward to it. So excited, and we are joined tonight by Brittany Boyer on the sideline, as well as Olivia Eisenhower, and so they will be splitting sideline duties. Brittany will be handling the home bench. Ike will be handling the visiting squad, and so we're going to visit with both coaches in pregame in just a few minutes, and also we have our camera. A very important member of our crew, Roxy Geithley. She's a junior here at Canyon View High School. Hey, Roxy. And Roxy, pan down to Derek and I for just a second, would you please? See, there are two live people here. Hi. And then our production manager here, Justice Miranda. So great to see you guys. Thank you for joining us. This is going to be a fun ride tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun out here in Canyon View Arena. On the beautiful campus of Canyon View High School, home of the Jags. It's going to be a great game tonight. We will be back in just a minute. We're going to visit with head basketball coach for the Jaguars, Des Carranza, and then we'll head over to the visitor side, Lake Havasu. Hey, everyone in Lake Havasu City. Lake Havasu Knights head basketball coach, Karen Rockwell. We'll be right back. Stick around. We'll be back. Welcome back to Canyon View High School, home of the Jag Nation. We are going to head over to...
just dock right there.
We are going to head over to our sideline reporter, Brittany Boyer, with Coach Carranza. Take it away, Brittany.
I'm here with Coach Costanza of Canyon View High School here. So what are we looking forward to here with the ladies? Who can we expect to see starting for you?
Tonight we have Caden Spickler, Taylor Jacobs, two juniors, Avery Spickler, she's a sophomore, and then two freshmen, Madison Rebel and Mia Burgess.
Now, you guys are a really young program, still getting established. Who can we expect to see jump out for you guys both offensively and defensively tonight on the court?
I think we have high expectations for Caden Spickler. She's been a 3-year starter for us. So, her, for sure. Madison Rebel, she's a really good freshman point guard, so we expect big things from her. Also, Taylor Jacobs on the board, she's really been getting after it. She's a 3-year starter also, so I think you can really see some standout stuff from them tonight.
Finally, Coach, what are the keys going to be to the game?
Defensively, we want to start to get things rolling defensively and then kind of let our offense flow from there, but definitely defensive pressure on the ball and then help side defense.
Perfect. All right, Vince, Derek, I'll send that back over to you guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Britt. So Britt was with head girls basketball coach Des Carranza and talked about defense, talked about offense, some firepower there, and really coming out making a statement after having had a couple of games off early for unfortunate circumstances related to what's going on in the environment. We are going to come back, and we want to hear from head basketball coach Karen Rockwell from the Lake Havasu Knights. She is with Olivia Eisenhower, and we'll see if we could steal Coach Rockwell away. So we spoke to Coach Rockwell, Derek, and she obviously gave us her starter. She talked a little bit about a freshman that they're bringing up tonight to play, Marissa Rodriguez. Big things that they're expecting from Marissa, and obviously she's starting tonight as a freshman. And should make for some exciting basketball tonight. So we will see if Coach Rockwell is ready to talk to Olivia, and it doesn't look like she is yet. So let's talk a little bit more about the Canyon View program and the fact that, they got a little bit of a rough start. They're at 0-3 right now, but a lot of promise, a lot of youth. And Coach Carranza feels like this team is equipped and ready to go tonight.
Yeah, they definitely are, and I guess the same could be said for both of these teams, Vince, both in search of their first win here this evening. So you know that both of these teams are going to give it their all. They're going to fight their heart out and try to get that first W. Canyon View 0-3 overall, Lake Havasu 0-4 overall, and they both have played some common opponents, and it will be an interesting battle.
Okay, and so meanwhile, both coaches are visiting with the officiating crew. Tip-off is just a few minutes away. So here comes Coach Karen Rockwell, who is joined by Olivia Eisenhower, and we'll see if we can steal her away for just a second, as she's actually talking to her team right now, and we'll see if we can get her over here to give us some commentary. It's been a long drive for these guys, so obviously she wants to get some last-minute instruction in and talk to her team, but we'll see if we can find her, and she's coming right over to see if we can grab her.
Have the national anthem right now.
Okay.
So
all right.
Maybe later.
Okay. Okay, let's see if we can grab Coach Rockwell and see if Ike can get some commentary.
She might be able to get an assistant coach, but coach is out on the floor right now. He's playing keep away.
She is. Okay.
She's playing good defense against our broadcast team.
All right, let's run through the starting lineups real quick here. For the Knights, we've got number 3, Hannah Gayo. Number 14, Sadra Papenfus. Oh, here we go. Go ahead, take it away, Ike.
Hello, so I'm here with Havasu coach Rockwell. I was just curious, what are your keys to the game today?
So far, so good. The girls are trying to run the offense. We're still learning, and it's getting better and better each day as we practice and play games. So the biggest thing is we're not a basketball. I mean, we don't play basketball all the time. It's a season, and we don't have club ball, and so it's a season that we're just trying to get better and better during the season. So
Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck.
Awesome. Thanks, Ike. Okay, so we're back running through the starting lineups. As I said, number 3, Hannah Gayo, 14, Sadra Papenfus, 22, Haley Bartel, 50, Ashley Alba, and 20, Marissa Rodriguez. And Derek for the Jags.
For the Canyon View Jaguars, they'll send out Captain Caden Spickler, Captain Taylor Jacobs, Madison Riebel, Mia Burgess, and Avery Spickler. Again, the starting 5 for the Jaguars: Caden Spickler, Taylor Jacobs, Madison Riebel, Mia Burgess, and Avery Spickler. For head coach Desiree Carranza. And we are ready for the opening tip. Canyon View in their home whites with blue trim here this evening. Lake Havasu in their road black tops, black bottoms. And right off the jump, the Jaguars attack, and whistled for the early travel is Caden Spickler. That will turn it over to the Lake Havasu Knights for their first offensive possession, 5 seconds into this contest. Derek Diesner here with you. We thank you for joining us here on the Varsity Sports Show Network. The Knights will work it around the three-point arc. Dribbling in with it is Haley Bartel. She'll pick up her dribble. She's trapped, kicks it out. Ashley Alba fires up a shot, no good. Rebound into the hands of Avery Spickler, and Spickler will push it ahead off of the fingertips of Taylor Jacobs. That pass was too hot to handle, and turnover gives it right back to the Knights. Scoreless 40 seconds into tonight's contest. Hannah Gayo brings the ball across the timeline for Lake Havasu. Bartel works around a screen. She'll pick up her dribble. Almost threw it away to Gayo, who gives it up to Alba. One minute into this contest. And a turnover. Madison Riebel comes up with the loose ball. She'll look to go coast to coast. A late pass to Caden Spickler, who wasn't looking for it. Luckily, she was able to corral the ball before another turnover occurred. Jaguar basketball, 3 on the way. Banked in off the glass by the freshman Madison Riebel. Madison averages over 12 points a game on the season, and she strikes first here this evening. 3-0 Jaguars, a minute and a half in. At the other end come the Knights. There's a turnover. Madison Riebel looking to take it all the way. Lays it up and in for 2. And it's 5-0 Canyon View. Again, both of these teams in search of their first victory here on the season. And Canyon View coming out strong. Haley Bartel goes up top to Alba. Alba swings it near side to Gayo. Gayo lost a dribble on it. She tries to fall on the ball, and she did get a timeout. They'll take a 30-second timeout. 5:48 to go in this first quarter of play. It's 5-0 Canyon View, with all 5 points coming from the freshman point guard, Madison Riebel, and you can't say enough about her efforts. Again, she averages over 12 points a game, and she has 5 already this evening, just a few minutes in to tonight's contest. Desiree Carranza's crew has only played 3 games to this point, and it has been tough on this team as they just want to be in the gym and playing the game they love. But they're getting an opportunity here this evening, and they are attacking the Knights early. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be Lake Havasu ball. With it on the near side is Marissa Rodriguez, a late add to the roster this evening. Only a freshman for Lake Havasu. Hannah Gayo trying to work around her defender, gives it off to Haley Bartel, who lost it, but then getting it back is Ashley Alba. And we've got a whistle underneath. Hannah Gallo was able to draw some contact. They'll whistle Madison Riebel on the foul. Gallo, a junior guard for the Knights. Unable to convert on the first free throw attempt as it hit the back of the iron. 5:25 to go in this first quarter of play. 5-0, Jaguars lead it. Second attempt, no good. Ball tipped around, still loose, and the Jaguars will come up with it. Spickler will push it ahead for the Jaguars. Bounce pass to Mia Burgess. Burgess, top of the key, swings it over to Spickler. Caden Spickler looked to dish it down low, and we've got a whistle. Whistled on the foul is Ashley Alba of the Lake Havasu Knights. That's her first, the team's first. Inbounds goes to Caden Spickler. She'll work around a screen. Drives down the lane, puts it up off the glass and in. 4-2, 7-0 Jaguars lead the Knights. Hannah Gallo brings it ahead now for the Knights. Picking up her dribble is Marissa Rodriguez. A shot from the corner, no good. Rebound into the hands of Avery Spickler. Spickler gives it out ahead, and going up with it is Mia Burgess. She was fouled and will head to the line for a pair. 4:35 to go in this first quarter of play. 7-0, Jaguars leading the Knights. Burgess, a freshman, averages 4 points a game, and she knocks down the first free throw attempt. Substitution for Lake Havasu, as checking into the game will be Rhea Green. She will replace Ashley Alba. Second attempt, in and out, no good. Rebound into the hands of Sadra Pappenfuss. 8-0, Jaguars lead it. Almost halfway through this first quarter of play. Bartel works around a screen. Bartel dribbling in front of her bench, picks up her dribble now, slings it down the middle. Ball gets into traffic, and Canyon View will come away with the loose ball. Riebel dishes out, 3 on the way by Spickler, and Caden Spickler connects for 3. 11-0. It's been all Jaguars to this point. Lake Havasu just has no answer. Near side with it is Marissa Rodriguez. Rodriguez in the corner. She'll try to drive baseline. Goes up with it. No good. Rebound Avery Spickler. Spickler out ahead to Riebel. Riebel gets it down to Burgess. Good look down low, and banking it in is Taylor Jacobs. 13-0. Jaguars continue to roll. Lake Havasu has had a tough time scoring the basket all year long. Their highest scoring output to this point has been 37. That came back in their opening loss to Agua Fria. Dribbling down is Bartel. She gets tripped up and will have a whistle. A couple of substitutions are ready to check in for the Jaguars. Checking in for the Jaguars is Ella Seymour as well as Sarah Obermeyer. Also have a substitution for Lake Havasu Knights. Looks like Celeste Switzer checks in. Switzer gets the ball. She'll work it to the near side. Goes up top to Gallo. Gallo swings it out to the far side now. Green. Bounce pass in over to Pappenfuss. A steal by Caden Spickler. Spickler Cross-court pass just out of the reach of Ella Seymour, and it'll be Knights basketball. 13-0 our score. Canyon View Jaguars lead the Lake Havasu Knights. 2:30 to go in this first quarter of play. Bartell works around the screen, tries to pass it back, and Ella Seymour intercepts that pass, and then we've got a whistle. They're going to say Seymour stepped out of bounds. Substitution for Lake Havasu. Ashley Alba will check back into the game. She replaces Rhea Green. Gaio dribbles for the Knights. She'll get it over to Bartell. Alba, a bit too high for Gaio as it went right off her fingertips and into the stands. Under 2 minutes to play in this first quarter. Here's another three on the way. Same spot, just short off the hands of Caden Spickler. And the Knights have some numbers at the other end. But the Jaguars quickly get down and are able to stop a fast break chance. Alba with it. She gives it over to Switzer, who gets her shot blocked, and we've got a whistle right on the baseline. It'll be a turnover, Jaguar basketball. $1:32 to go in this first quarter of play. Ella Seymour races down court for the Jaguars. In the hands of Caden Spickler. Near side to Obermeyer. Obermeyer gonna send it down low to Spickler. Spickler, great look on the bounce pass to Taylor Jacobs, who lays it up and in on the right side. 15-0, Jaguars lead it. You could not have drawn up a better game plan for Desiree Carranza and the Canyon View Jaguars. What a start to this contest. Under a minute to go in this first quarter of play. Jumper on the way, left short, rebound right into the hands of Ella Seymour. Seymour gonna try to heave it down court. Pass was intercepted by Sadra Pappenfuss. 40 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. Gaio slings it near side to Switzer. Down low to Alba. Alba was going to drive baseline. She kicks it out. Jumper on the way off the back of the iron, no good. Alba gets the rebound, though, in traffic. She had 3 Jaguars surrounding her. 20 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. Alba's trapped. Check that. It was Pappenfuss that was trapped, but she stepped out of bounds. Turnover to the Jaguars. Checking in for Lake Havasu is number 20, Marissa Rodriguez. Jaguars will look to hold for the final possession here in this first quarter of play, leading 15-0. Seymour gets it over to Caden Spickler, who throws it out of bounds. She was looking for Taylor Jacobs. Jacobs, however, was not looking for the pass. She was looking to set a screen for Spickler. 9 seconds, Lake Havasu ball. Gaio. Bounce pass down low to Alba. Alba drives baseline, puts up a floater, no good. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that will do it. After 8 minutes of play, it's been all Canyon View Jaguars as they lead the Lake Havasu Knights by a score of 15-0. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this on the Varsity Sports Show Network. Welcome back into Canyon View Arena. It's been all Canyon View Jaguars to this point as they lead the Lake Havasu Knights by a score of 15-0. It'll be Lake Havasu ball to start this second half of play, as the Knights will work the ball around, and now joined up here in the booth by Brittany Boyer.
What's up? How are you, Derek?
Oh, I'm doing well. How are you?
You know, just floating around from here to there around the gym, live tweeting what's going on, getting some updates and some pictures.
It was a great first quarter, I should say, for the Canyon View Jaguars. You couldn't have asked for anything better.
No, it was a great start for them.
Switzer has it. They'll drive baseline, no good. Another rebound for Ella Seymour. She has positioned herself well, but a turnover and a quick bucket for Lake Havasu as Hannah Gallo is able to pick the pocket and lay it in for two. And Lake Havasu is on the board. 15-2 our score, 45 seconds into this second quarter of play. Seymour drives baseline, gives it up, and Jacobs, they're going to wave off the bucket. Check that, that was Zoe Bracey, but I think they said she took too many steps. So we're seeing some more bodies get into this contest for the Jaguars, and that's got to be good for Desiree Carranza's squad. I always like to get in as many players as you can, especially since this is only their fourth game of the season. They have really been limited in game action this season. Another turnover, and it'll be Jaguar basketball. Obermeyer, near side to Spickler. Spickler right down the lane, throws it up off the rim. Ball's loose, and it'll stay with the Jaguars. Last touched by Marissa Rodriguez. Ella Seymour to inbound right in front of the Knights bench. Spickler works around a screen. She's going to take that three off the back of the iron, but a big offensive rebound by Madison Riebel, and now we're going to have a jump ball called. Possession arrow with the Knights.
You know, Derek, you really have to admire and notice how Coach Carranza's done a great job of getting this program established. You know, they're only in their third year, but they already look like they have a solid defensive plan out there and kind of have a program, I don't know, I guess identity.
Yes, definitely. As Zoe Bracey was able to add the bucket there, 17-2 the lead for the Jaguars. And yes, Coach Carranza is definitely setting some things up for the future of this program, and you really like to see that, especially with such a new program. But this is going to be a program that's on the rise. Got a foul underneath. It'll be an inbound on the baseline for Lake Havasu. Ashley Alba to trigger the inbound. She gets it into Rodriguez. Up top to Gallo. Rodriguez back up to Gallo. Under 6 minutes to play until halftime.
Caden Spickler is just playing absolutely aggressively on both sides of the ball tonight.
And a steal by Zoe Bracey. She is really making her impact felt as she just recently checked into this ball game. Riebel fires it up and converts on that three-point attempt. 20-2 Jaguars lead. And it looks like head coach Desiree Carranza is going to call a 30-second timeout, quickly talk things over with her team, but she's got to be pleased with the performance she's seen out of her squad.
Oh, she has to be. And Madison Riebel is playing like a veteran, not like a freshman out here who's only played in 4 other varsity high school games previously. So, you know, on a young team that's really just now starting to establish an identity, this is exactly what you want to see. I mean, she is poised to have a great program in the next couple years.
And she has to be pleased with this performance out of her team, because if you look at Canyon View's results this year, Their first game, they lost to Verado by 12 points. They then went and played Millennium. Their last game they played at Verado, they lost by almost 40. Yet you only lost to that same Verado team by 14 to open the year. So to come back and respond leading 20-2 after losing your last game by almost 40, this is quite the showing.
It is quite the showing, and you know, I think it says a lot about the tenacity of this team and how they're bouncing back, how they're able to bounce back, and how Coach Franz is able to motivate them.
It'll be interesting to watch as this game continues on. You have to assume that Canyon View is going to continue to extend that lead, but how will this team continue to fight and keep their head in the game with such a large lead? Ball goes out of bounds, but it will stay with the Jaguars. Check that. It'll stay with the Knights. It was last touched by the Jaguars. Ball goes inbounds to Haley Bartell. Knights will try to work it around the three-point arc, but good defense. Quick hands by Ella Seymour.
And that's what Coach Carranza said she wanted to see. That was her key to the game, was going to be a quick defensive start and really playing defense the whole game. So she has got to be happy with her team's defensive effort thus far.
Yeah, her team is definitely aggressive on both ends of the floor tonight, and that is just a coach's dream.
And that's what you see from championship programs. That full court press.
The putback is good from Haley Bartell. 20-4, Jaguars lead. Caden Spickler goes baseline with the reverse, up and in for two. 22-4, Jaguars lead.
That was a pretty remarkable shot.
Yeah, the wherewithal to go baseline and then to know exactly where you were. She made that look easy. Too strong on that attempt. And the Jaguars have numbers. Spickler unable to handle that pass. She'll back it out. Tried to send it down low to Zoe Bracey. The pass was intercepted. And a turnover leads to the Knights basketball. Bartell. They'll work it near side. Cross court pass, always risky, but it worked out. Rodriguez with it. She'll get it in. Shot up, too strong. Rebound, Madison Rebohl. She pushes ahead to Spickler with the left-hand lay-in for two. 24-4, Jaguars lead by 20. 3.5 to go until halftime. Hannah Gallo works it over to Kavai Kalui. And we're going to have a line change for Canyon View. 5 fresh bodies into the game for Lake Havasu. Celeste Switzer checks back in. That shot too strong. Rebound into the hands of Madison Jacobs, and bringing the ball ahead is Anaya Herrera. Herrera gives it over to Avery Spickler. Spickler over to Mia Burgess, who lost a handle on it, gets it back, kicks it out to Avery Spickler. Shot no good. Through the hands of Taylor Jacobs. Ball is loose, and they're going to say it was last touched by Celeste Switzer. It'll be Jaguars basketball. Madison Jacobs to trigger the inbounds right in front of us. Just under 3 minutes to go. A good pass, they give it right back, and going up just a bit strong was Madison Jacobs. But it was Madison Jacobs to Taylor Jacobs, back to Madison Jacobs, and boy, if she would have converted that, they made that look easy.
Yeah.
The defense was lost.
You know, and they're just juniors, so shots like that, they still have some time to clean up and perfect.
Definitely. Too strong on the put up by Kavai Kalawi. Jaguars get the ball back. Quickly working it down low, and once again laying it up and in is Taylor Jacobs. That's her bread and butter. She loves using the glass.
You know, these girls do a great job of passing the ball around a lot and circulating it to create openings and create lanes. So, you know, that's exactly what you like to see. Also, as a coach, you know, girls who share the ball, girls who aren't selfish, you know. Everyone pretty much seems like they've had the green light to take the shot for Canyon View, and you know, that's how you build trust in your girls and trust with your coach and really have a successful program.
Definitely, they are showing that team mentality here this evening. 2:22 to go before halftime. It's 26-4. The Canyon View Jaguars leading the Lake Havasu Knights, and it's been all Jaguars from the opening tip, and you like to see that, a team defending its home court. Both of these teams here this evening in search of their first win this season, but Canyon View right now showing that it means a little bit more to them than Lake Havasu.
Well, you know, you also have to think Canyon View didn't have a super long bus ride over here and doesn't have a super long bus ride back. You know, I don't think people always take that into consideration. It's think about that. You get stiff on a bus ride.
Oh, yeah.
It impacts how you're going to play.
And then once you get here, you just go back to sitting while the JV team plays. So it's a whole lot of sitting, and then you have about 20, 30 minutes tops to get loose and get ready for a ball game. Coming out of the timeout, it'll be Lake Havasu Knight basketball. Loose ball, steal, and out ahead, here come the Jaguars laying it up and in. 4-2 is Avery Spickler. A great feed from Anaya Herrera. And that ball was thrown away. It'll be Jaguar basketball. Hannah Gallo will check back in. She replaces Marissa Rodriguez. Just under 2 minutes to play until halftime. 28-4, Jaguars lead. Switzer, near side to Spickler. Three on the way, in and out, no good. Rebound, Haley Bartell. Bartell gets it to Switzer. Switzer dribbles in front of the Canyon View bench. Trying to go down low to Alba. Check that, that's Kalalue. Ball's thrown away. Burgess gets it out ahead now to Spickler, who puts it up off the back of the iron, no good. But there with the rebound and the putback is Taylor Jacobs. And the junior has been in the right spot at the right time a few times this evening. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Knights. 1:09 to go. It's 30-4, Jaguars lead. And the referees blew the whistle just to check on one of the Knights players, make sure that she was all right. Loose ball. Switzer's got it, but they'll call a tie-up. Possession arrow is with the Knights. They'll keep it and inbound underneath their bucket. 60 seconds to go until halftime. And we've got an offensive foul going against Athen Kalalue, who just pushed her defender. She's getting frustrated out there and looks a little winded.
You know, I can't imagine being an athlete this year and having to participate in these sports with a mask on. I can only imagine it makes it harder to catch your breath in those situations.
It's hard to broadcast with this on, let alone try to play a game. I can't even imagine running up and down the court with a mask on. But these kids want to play, and they were willing to do whatever it took.
You got to admire that.
Oh, yes. Cross-court pass over to Madison Jacobs. They'll work it down low, and right now, there's no stopping Taylor Jacobs. She is really having her way down in the post.
She is.
She'll go to the line for a pair. 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Canyon View looking to add to their lead. Taylor Jacobs gets the home roll. A couple of substitutions for the Knights as Ashley Alba and Marissa Rodriguez check back in. Second free throw attempt is good by Taylor Jacobs. That extends the Jaguar lead to 28. Alba's shot was blocked by Taylor Jacobs. Ball's loose. Knights come away with it. They'll retain possession. They'll get it right back into the hands of Ashley Alba. Alba picks up her dribble, sends it up top. Under 10 to go in this second quarter. Alba gets it back. Throws it right into traffic. Ball is stolen away, and it will go out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Knights with 1.7 seconds to go, and they're in the backcourt. I don't even know if they'll get a heave off. They're going to give it a shot. It will come up well short, and there's the horn. At the half, the Canyon View Jaguars lead the Lake Havasu Knights by a score of 32-4. And it doesn't look like we have any interviews, so we will take a break, and we will come back right after this. You're tuned in to the Varsity Sports Show Network. Again, it's halftime here at Canyon View High School. 32-4, Jaguars lead.
running the floor, running the fast break, making sure we're in correct position doing that. Just the little things.
Are we going to see any of your other younger players maybe that are more prone to sit on the bench in some of the other games get some minutes in this game?
Yeah, so far they've all played tonight, so we plan on doing that through the night. So hopefully we get everybody in against them.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Coach. Derek, back to you.
Thank you so much, Brittany. And again, it is halftime here in Canyon View Arena. 32-4 our score. The Jaguars lead the Lake Havasu Knights. And now we are going to send it down courtside with Olivia Eisenhower, who is with Lake Havasu head coach Karen Rockwell. Just waiting real fast. Sorry for the delay.
I'm here with Coach Rockwell right out of the half. And what adjustments can you make the second half?
You know what, I just told the girls our intensity is definitely not there. I feel like we're just going through the motions, and we have to really move the ball on offense and play better defense.
And I noticed you were moving the ball pretty well along the perimeter. How do you get that more into the paint, especially with the height on the other end?
You know what? That's the tough thing. And when it gets to the paint, the girls are taking it up weak, and they're not going to get a foul. So I told them, pump fake, do it, take it up strong, and maybe we'll get it to the line.
Thank you, Coach. I'll see you after the game.
Thank you so much, Olivia. So that was Coach Karen Rockwell at the half talking about her Lake Havasu Knights squad. We are just seconds away from beginning this second half of action between the Canyon View Jaguars and the Lake Havasu Knights here on the Varsity Sports Show Network. Again, the records on these two squads, the visiting Lake Havasu Knights, 0-4 overall this season, 0-4 in league play. Canyon View 0-3 overall, 0-3 in league play. Both of these teams desperately looking for their first win of the season, and right now, the Jaguars are looking good here at home, but they've got 16 minutes to play to try and secure their first win of the season. And they will start with it here in the second half, moving from left to right on your video screen. And away we go as bringing it across the timeline for the Jaguars is Madison Rebel. She'll swing it in the corner to Avery Spickler. Pass cross court over to Caden Spickler. Back to Rebel. Moving the ball all around, 3 on the way, and no good. Bounces off the front of the iron and over the backboard, and that will turn it over to the Lake Havasu Knights, who will get their first offensive possession here in this third quarter of play. About 30 seconds in, 32-4, Jaguars lead the Knights. They'll work it down low to Alba, too strong, and a rebound for Taylor Jacobs. And we really called Taylor Jacobs' name a lot to end that second quarter. As a block at that end, Madison Rebel was rejected. Hannah Gallo quickly gets down to the other end, but now she is trapped. She had nobody to pass it to. Jump ball, possession arrow is with Lake Havasu, and the Knights will keep it underneath their bucket. Looking to inbound the ball, just cannot find anybody. Finally, they get it into Gallo, who is up at the top of the key. She'll swing it over to Haley Bartell. They'll work it down low now to Ashley Alba. Alba. Back into the hands of Gallo. Jumper on the way, no good. Rebound tipped around. Trying to save it was Avery Spickler. Was unable to, and it will remain with the Knights underneath their bucket. No offense, 1:10 into this game, and just as I say that, that bucket is good by Sadra Pappenfuss. 32-6, Lake Havasu strikes first. Spickler up top to Rebel, 3 on the way, no good off the back of the iron. A big offensive rebound by Taylor Jacobs, but she missed her bread and butter right there. We saw in that first half on that right side, she was able to just put it in time and time again, but on that attempt, she elected not to use the glass, and it was a miss. Kind of surprising to see.
It is surprising to see. I'm always shocked when I don't see more players use the glass or use the backboard, and that spans across men's, women's, high school, collegiate. I just never understand that, especially on free throws. It's there for your advantage.
Exactly. These kids have to watch videos of Tim Duncan, the big fundamental. That's what he was good at. He used the glass to his advantage. 6:21 to go in this third quarter of play as we come out of the timeout. Jaguars leading 32-6 here at Canyon View Arena on the campus of Canyon View High School. It'll be Knights basketball, and bringing it across the timeline is Gaio. Gaio works around a screen. Now she'll dribble back, picks up her dribble, and is able to find an open man. Jumper on the way, no good, too strong. Pappenfuss with the rebound. She was blocked, though, by Mia Burgess, but we've got a whistle for some contact.
Now this is going to be a chance for Lake Havasu to get some points on the board, some more points, start that comeback. Hopefully they use the glass.
Yes, hopefully. But they definitely have to be getting some momentum here. They get the first bucket of the half. They're getting aggressive on the offensive end, and now they're able to go the charity stripe to try and pick up some points, but a little too strong there by Sadra Pappenfuss on her first attempt. Second free throw rattles in, 32-7. Jaguars still in search of their first bucket here in the second half. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if you're Lake Havasu, you have to be feeling pretty good about your defense so far. So for the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds of this quarter, you've kept them scoreless, which is a big accomplishment based on how the first half went.
Seems like it was a pretty good talk by Karen Rockwell to her team at halftime. They have responded well out of the gates here in the second half. Caden Spickler cut to the hole, but she was fouled. Looks like they whistled it on Ashley Alba. And Caden Spickler will head to the line. Coming into tonight's action, Caden Spickler is 9 of 14 at the free throw line as she knocks down the first. Substitution for the Knights, checking in is Kavai Kalawi. She will replace Ashley Alba. Second free throw attempt, no good. Trying to chase down the loose ball rebound is Taylor Jacobs, and she's successful. Three on the way, and that's good by the captain, Caden Spickler, 36-7, and the Jaguars strike back quickly with 4 points on that possession.
And Caden has been absolutely phenomenal tonight.
Good defense down low by the Jaguars, forcing the Knights to go outside with it. Under 5 to play in this third quarter. Ball tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Lake Havasu.
They got to keep that energy and intensity up. You know, I feel like it's starting to fall a little bit here after that three that they just saw, but they can't let go. They can't stop pressing. You know, they got to keep playing with intensity, and they have to keep moving on the floor to open up shots and to get people open to pass the ball to.
We've got a tie-up down low, possession arrow this time now with Canyon View, so it'll be Jaguar ball. Fans that are tuned in right now, we're going to try something new tonight. It's time for that Stessa Movement Player of the Game nominations. And instead of doing that on Twitter tonight, we ask that you use the chat section here on YouTube to nominate who you would like to see as the Stessa Movement Player of the Game. And in the fourth quarter, we will announce our winner of the Stessa Movement Player of the Game, who will join Vince and I on the Varsity Sports radio show this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on 1060 a.m. KDUS.
We had a huge three from Madison Rival while you were announcing, or maybe it was just a two that landed for her, but it looked like it was beyond the arc. She must have not been. It must have only counted for two, but still a huge shot to give them two, and now they're up 40-7.
Yeah, another bucket, and they just really start to open it up and extend that lead to 33 points now, 40-7 our score. as the Knights quickly at the other end. And a turnover. Caden Spickler comes away with the loose ball. She'll push it ahead. A good look down low. Going up with it was Avery Spickler. Too strong, but guess who was there? The co-captain, Taylor Jacobs, who puts it up off the glass, mind you. 4-2, 42-7, Jaguars lead. And right now, if I had a vote, that would be my Stessa Movement player of the game, Taylor Jacobs. She has been going strong on both ends of the floor for this Canyon View squad. Timeout, 3:17 to go in this third quarter of play, 42-7. Canyon View Jaguars lead it. And after Lake Havasu opened this third quarter with some momentum, we're seeing the Jaguars start to wake up and get back into that groove. And they are really attacking Lake Havasu. And one of well, I should say two big things that Canyon View has been able to do tonight. Shoot well from behind the three-point arc. They just haven't had an answer for that. And when they work it down low to Taylor Jacobs, they can't stop it. There's just nobody there for Lake Havasu to be able to stop Taylor Jacobs.
They've also done a phenomenal job of moving the ball around. And, you know, like Coach Carranza talked about, they've had a chance to rotate all of their players in to get playing time tonight. So to see the chemistry between all of the players like that also says something about the program.
Definitely. It really does. And this team, this program is set up so well for the future. They are going to be really fun to watch. And you have to imagine as the years go on, the talent that's going to come through these doors is going to be through the roof because the facilities on this campus are phenomenal.
The facilities themselves, but also the area is still so rapidly expanding. So, you know, families that are looking at where they might want their kids to attend school and take athletics into consideration, they would definitely weigh this into the option heavily.
Definitely. And you have Verado not far from here, but again, that is a nice school too, but comparing the athletic facilities, there's, in my opinion, there is no comparison. Jaguar basketball, under 3 to play here in the third. Herrera, ball knocked loose. Marissa Rodriguez lost a handle on it. We're going to have a whistle for some contact underneath the basket. And they're going to whistle Ella Seymour, I believe, on the foul.
That's the energy you want to see them continue to bring here in this third quarter.
Great inbounds pass, but just too strong on the shot. There for the rebound was Zoe Bracey. And here come the Jags at the other end. Seymour over to Herrera. Up top now to Madison Jacobs. They'll work it near side. Good passing by Canyon View. The ball movement has been phenomenal. Shot no good, but a big offensive rebound by Anaya Herrera. I was actually surprised she didn't go up with it. Instead, she elected to dribble out. And we've got a foul now going against Lake Havasu.
You know, Canyon View's done a really good job of securing the rebounds both offensively and defensively tonight as well.
Substitution for the Knights as Celeste Switzer checks in. She replaces Haley Bartell. And a rare mistake for the Jaguars as Ella Seymour dribbled that one off her left foot, giving it back to the Knights. 2:05 to play in this third quarter. A risky cross-court pass. Switzer gets it, drives down the lane, puts it up, and gets it to go for two. 42-9.
Risky, but it paid off for him.
Yes, it did. Good heads-up play by Switzer. She went right to the bucket with that. Seymour. She'll call out the play. Thought about a three. Dishes out to Madison Jacobs for three. No good. But right there was Herrera for the rebound. She then overshoots her teammate. That was Madison Jacobs. Threw it over her head and out of bounds. It'll be Knights basketball as Ethan Kalalawi checks back in. Kalalawi lost the handle on it, took her eye off it for a second, and that gives it right back to the Jaguars with a $1:17 left in this third quarter. Seymour gives it off to Madison Jacobs. Jacobs gonna dribble in, put it up with the left hand. She is fouled and will head to the line for a pair. Canyon View not letting up. They lead by 31 right now, but they are still going strong. Check that, I failed math. At 33 they lead by. I said that and I thought, no, that's not right. Jacobs converts on the first free throw, a substitution for Lake Havasu as Sadra Pappenfuss checks back in, replacing Ashley Alba. And Madison Jacobs' second attempt, no good. Rebound to Sadra Pappenfuss, who gets it out ahead to Hannah Gallo. Gallo to Switzer, shot in and out, no good. Rebound, Zoe Berry. And Canyon View will quickly push it ahead. Under a minute to go in this third quarter of play. Jumper up, no good. Ball's loose, still loose. Coming up with the loose ball is Hannah Gallo. Gallo trying to get it out ahead to Celeste Switzer. And it will go out of bounds, turn it over to the Jaguars. And look who's back with us. Vince, how have you been?
I'm good. Sorry, I had to step away and fulfill some council duties. I'm a councilman in the town of Carefree, and there was an important initiative we were voting on tonight. And when you balance civic duty with other responsibilities, those are things, obligations that you have to your community, and you have to fulfill them. So anyway, thank you. Britt did a great job of stepping in, and Derek, heck of a job as always. I could hear you, and I look up and I see the score, and quite a game here that the Jags are playing here out the gate. Wow.
Yeah, it has been all Jaguars here tonight as Ella Seymour added a bucket at the other end. And going to the free throw line for the Knights is Adthin Kalalui. Her first free throw attempt is up and no good. 15 seconds to go in this third quarter of play, 45-9. It's been all Jaguars, and head coach Desiree Carranza just has to be pleased, head over heels with her squad's performance here this evening.
Well, yeah, clearly, especially since they started off the season 0-3. They had 4 games off due to the pandemic, and she didn't really know what she was going to expect tonight from her team in answering back and kind of shaking the rust off, and they shaking it off in a big way.
Good look down low. They'll kick it back out. 5 seconds on the clock. Seymour puts it up. No good. Gallo with the rebound. And she's not even going to get a shot attempt off. After 3 quarters of play, the Canyon View Jaguars are dominating here at home as they lead the Lake Havasu Knights 45-9. Stick around, folks. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this on the Varsity Sports Show Network.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show out at Canyon View High School, the Jag Nation, the Jaguars. And just a reminder, folks, head over to YouTube. Well, you're already there because you're watching the game. You're tuning in. I get so used to saying head over to Twitter. Yeah. Head over to YouTube and vote for tonight's player of the game. The Stessa Movement Company player of the game. Make sure you get a vote out there, and we'll do our best to interview her along with the coaches in postgame.
Spickler comes up with the steal. Good look down low, and look who it is again. There's Taylor Jacobs using the glass, her best friend, and she gets another 2. 47-9. Jaguars extend their lead. Travel called on Celeste Switzer, gives it right back to the Jaguars. And the clock is running with the lead being at what it is.
Well, hats off to Coach Karen Rockwell here of the Knights. You know, it's not easy to drive 4.5 hours, prepare for a game, to be ready to go, and you know, you just want your team to have a chance every night. And you know, they're out there battling. Granted, they're down pretty big, but they still showed up to play, and credit to Coach Rockwell and her team.
Yeah, they definitely are giving it their all, and that's something Brittany and I were talking about coming out of halftime. They only had, I think, 4, maybe 6 points in that first half, but they came out of the gates, and for the first half of that third quarter of play, they fought, and they struck for the first 2 or 3 buckets, and they really were shutting down the Jags, and then the Jaguars were able to get back in their rhythm. And as you can see now, they've just been able to pile on the points since. They lead by 40, but you like the fight from Lake Havasu.
Folks, make sure, vote in the chat box of the YouTube stream of the stream tonight for who your player of the game is. And we'll make sure and give that a look.
3 on the way, and
wow,
that is good. Showing off the range is Avery Spickler. She's been scoring at will tonight, and coming into tonight's action, she only averaged 2 points a game. She passed that average with just that one shot there. Jumper on the way, no good.
Folks, make sure, well, I was just going to say, sorry to interrupt you, Derek. Make sure you join us. Oh.
And look at
go.
Taylor Jacobs yet again, uses the glass, gets it to go for 2, and she'll head to the line to try and complete the 3-point play.
Join Derek and I Saturday morning for the Jag Nation, the Jaguar Report. Canyon View coach Des Carranza this week will be joining us for the Jag Nation, and that'll be between 9 and 10 a.m. on AM 1060 KDUS Arizona, the Varsity Sports Show. It's always great to catch a coach when, you know, after the game, like well after the game, when things are calmed down, get them to reflect, ask them some questions, maybe throw in a couple zingers to catch them off guard. Sometimes they'll answer.
Then they're also able to kind of look at the stats, the
Yes.
game film more. You're able to get more in-depth answers, not those heat-of-the-moment type answers.
Nope, and where they're really guarded and they don't want to tell you, you know, at least that way, if we're, you know, nope, we got a player down there.
As she's holding her elbow, I hope everything's all right. Now she a little slow to get up, but she's fine. Just bumped her elbow hard on the floor. Well, Vince, you talked about the radio show on Saturday.
Yes.
We also have another game to broadcast this week, tomorrow night.
Yes, tomorrow we'll be out at across town at Saguaro High School on our other YouTube channel. Just Google Varsity Sports Show, or we'll post the link up on Twitter. So we've got 2 channels, one dedicated to Canyon View and one dedicated to Saguaro. And we'll be out there for a boys game tomorrow night. Boys game, I think, right?
Yes, I believe
tomorrow
so.
night. And yeah, should be a great game. Coach Lucas Ramirez, first-year head coach out there for the SaberCats. Good stuff, and they've been a great partner of our show, and we enjoy working with them as well. So we got the East Valley covered, we got the West Valley covered, we've got youth football.
We got a lot coming everybody's way, so.
Fun, good stuff, a lot to do out there. And we've got you, the listeners, celebrate all that's going on in the community, all the great things, all the positives, and really want to showcase those. So we try to keep things on the up and up. It's too easy to turn on the TV or listen to the radio and all the negatives, so let's talk about positives.
Exactly, and it's great covering the youth and even this, you know, here covering this basketball game. You know, was it a month and a half ago? We didn't even know if we'd have a basketball season, and yet,
and here we are.
It's a big credit to these coaches, these athletes, administrators, and the AIA for giving these kids that opportunity.
Yeah, we credit all of the above. It's all the moving parts involved. It's not any one thing that made it happen. Obviously, you can't do it without the kids, but it was a combined effort from everybody and making the necessary adjustments. The biggest thing being you know, the masking up, that's been kind of difficult, but everybody's doing it because you have to. And then the limitation on the fans. So there's other mediums. This is our, you know, the way to communicate with you for you folks that can't be out here tonight because of that fan limitation. So hopefully we're doing as great a job as we can to present what we see firsthand here and what we hear, and hopefully you're seeing and hearing what we're seeing and
Yeah.
hearing, you know.
2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Jaguars lead the Knights 55-9.
Okay.
Lake Havasu looking to get something going on this possession. That shot too strong, but last touch by the Jaguars. It will stay with the Knights. We have a player of the game.
We do.
All right.
That tonight's player of the game, well, let's see. We've got, so here and here.
Okay.
And here. So,
Okay.
So it looks like our player of the game tonight is number 10, Taylor Jacobs of the Jags. Congratulations, Taylor. Hopefully we can catch her post-game. Britt can talk to her when she interviews Coach Carranza as well.
So Jaguars will get the ball after that tie-up. 70 seconds left in this contest.
Oh.
And a rare mistake from the Jaguars as Anaya Herrera jumped up. It came back down with the ball still in her hand. So that will turn it over to Lake Havasu with 60 seconds to go. Well, this was a fun night. It was nice to be out here and cover our first game for the Jaguars girls basketball team, and I'm sure we'll have many more to come. As this is a great high school to be a part of.
Oh, it's fun. The atmosphere, top to bottom, administration, teachers, coaches, and of course, the students. It's so much fun, and you know, we're blessed because we've got our cameraman or camerawoman, Roxy Geithley, who is a junior broadcasting major here at future broadcasting major, broadcasting student here at Canyon View, and she's running our camera tonight, so she's doing a heck of a job, and we're excited about her future, especially being a part of our show.
Definitely. Lake Havasu will inbound underneath their bucket. Switzer drives baseline, picks up her dribble, tries to go up with it. That is swatted away by Ella Seymour, who gets it out to Madison Jacobs, who goes up and puts it in with the left hand for two. 57-9, Jaguars lead, less than 20 seconds to go. A steal, and here comes Anaya Herrera at the other end. Out ahead to Madison Jacobs, and she is fouled hard. As you don't want to see that, but Celeste Switzer fouled her hard, didn't want to give her the easy bucket. And heading to the free throw line for Canyon View is the junior, Madison Jacobs. It was kind of surprising that she didn't dribble it out, but hey, these kids are trying to enjoy their time out on the court, and she was playing hard. And she drills the first free throw. She'll look to make it a 50-point lead with this free throw.
Derek, I think we're back here next week, I believe. The 19th, I think. We got to check our schedule, but we'll make sure and post it early enough so you folks know. And wow. Well, there you have it. The Canyon View Jags defeat the Lake Havasu City Knights 59-9. Thanks so much for joining us. Stick around. Britt is going to be joined by Coach Carranza, as well as player of the game, Stessa Movement Company player of the game, Taylor Jacobs. And then, of course, Ike will be joined by head coach of the Knights, Karen Rockwell.
With the win tonight, Canyon View picks up their first win of the year, improves to 1-3 overall. With the loss, Lake Havasu falls to 0-5 overall.
Okay, let's go to Coach Carranza.
All right, so I'm here with Coach Carranza. Huge win, 59-9 over Lake Havasu. You know, that's kind of a statement win for your program. What are you going to talk to the girls about after this moving forward?
Just staying focused, just taking care of business on the defensive end first, and you know the offense will come. So I think that's just one thing that we're gonna keep emphasizing with them, and that everybody's gonna get a chance to play. So we need all 10 girls every night. So just always be ready.
Now, Taylor Jacobs was our Stessa Movement player of the game. She was getting it done on both sides of the court for you guys tonight. What do you have to say about her outstanding performance tonight for Canyon View?
Oh man, she's been doing a great job for us all season. She's been a leader. She's one of our team captains, and she just played a great game tonight on both ends of the floor. So really
Perfect. Well, Coach, thank you so much. We'll grab Taylor here in a second, but we'll let you get back and go celebrate with your team.
All right, thank you.
Back to you guys, Vince and Derek.
Okay, well, maybe what we can do is if Ike can get an interview with Taylor Jacobs real quickly, and see if Ike can get an interview with Taylor Jacobs, our player of the game, real quick, that would be great. Let's head back over, and we are joined by Olivia Eisenhower. We call her Ike.
Hi, I'm here with
Go
our
ahead.
player of the game. And what were you impressed with your other teammates, and what did you really see from the team tonight?
We really just worked together. Like we opened up to Verado Millennium, so that was like a little bit tougher for us. But to come out here to work together, to play as a team, that really helped us out a lot.
It's nice to get that first win on the board. How do you plan to move forward for that next game?
Honestly, just playing for each other and just keep practicing. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Ike. Okay, so Derek, before we sign off, Saturday morning, folks, don't forget to listen to the Jag Nation on the Varsity Sports Show, 9 to 10 a.m. on AM 1060 KDUS Arizona. Thanks so much for joining us. On behalf of our broadcasting team, Olivia Eisenhower, Brittany Boyer, Roxy Geithley, our producers, and Justice Miranda, Derek Diesner, and myself, I'm Vince DeLisio. Derek, nice job tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vince. This was a lot of fun, and can't wait to get back at it, and hope everyone tunes in on Saturday.
All right. We'll talk to you folks soon. Have a great night.